So we're at the Wowza booth in the South Hall, and I'm here with Scott Kellicker. Scott, do you want to tell everybody who you are, what you do?
Yeah, hi, I'm Chief Architect at Wowza. So I work on primarily new technologies, from coding, high-level use cases, kind of a little bit of everything, actually.
Cool. So in the last few years, I've seen some, there's been the overarching trend every year of kind of what everybody has on their booth in terms of marketing material. Have you seen a common technical trend pop up this year?
Yeah, not as much as past years. Last year was kind of a big VR year. Everybody was doing 360 and VR. One of the trends we see as far as conversations is what are we going to do about RTMP delivery? So we have had a lot of conversations about that in our booth and other booths. What can we do to get a stream, from our server out to the client in a reasonable amount of latency, now that RTMP and Flash is going away.
I'm curious, what is the threshold that you've seen for that latency for your customers? 1 second, 10 seconds, what do people think is low latency, and where are you guys trying to get?
Yeah, well, I think there's a couple buckets. We seem to see people that want under 10 seconds for certain use cases, and then there's a whole other set of use cases where they want under 3 seconds, basically from camera to the client side. And the use cases for that are auctions and gambling and
mostly interaction things.
Interaction, yeah. They want the video to not be behind the social feed. They can't be behind the Facebook or the tweet that it tells you the sports score before you actually see it on your screen. So under 3, and it's a challenge for people to deliver at that latency.
And that's, coming from an HLS world, that's typically not going to happen. Are you guys seeing that with RTMP? You could do that. Are you seeing that with HLS? Are you guys able to get close there? What?
We can get around 3-4 with HLS, but it's you're going through really small chunks, so high chance of rebuffering. So it's a trade-off game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so what we're looking at is more of a RTMP-like solution. So a stateful client, connected to an edge server, where we can just kind of pump the video and audio frames directly to the player and achieve low latency that way.
So last question, what would you say is the biggest problem for your customers that you guys could solve this year?
I don't have a good. Oh, I do have a good answer. So what we're hearing is there's a lot of need around monitoring resiliency. So in fact, your company Mux is solving that same problem. So we're hearing that more and more, that people I don't just want to stream. I want to know in real time when something's going wrong or when something's about to go wrong, so I can do something about it. So yeah, that's.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, you might think that.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks, Scott. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure, man.